Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 10-day reset. We are on day one. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Trisha Kamart. I'm the holistic nutritionist who operates this group and this program. So we are kicking off day one, and I'm so excited. I love the 10-day reset. We do the 10-day reset 4 times a year. We try to hit each season just to give us a kickstart and to kind of cleanse and detox and reset any bad habits that we may have gained in the last couple of months. I love this reset. Like I said, I love kickstarting if you were looking to kickstart weight loss. I love doing the reset to kickstart weight loss. If you're looking for weight maintenance, so you're just maybe like 5 pounds heavier than normal because of some bad habits that have crept in. I love using the reset just to kind of get back on track, and so you're in that good range for your weight and staying there. I also like the reset for inflammation, and because we are doing a little bit of an elimination, we're really watching our sugar intake. There's no gluten, there's no dairy, and sometimes when we have inflammation, those are the culprits. So I love just experimenting in this space to see, how do these foods affect me, and if I reduce those foods, does my inflammation reduce as well? So it can get us feeling really good when we get rid of that inflammation. It also acts as like a detoxification because we're really cleaning up our diet. So our liver and our kidneys and our digestive system can all work together to do its best to kind of detox our body and get rid of some of any um, um, toxins that are in there and help flush them out. So I love it as a detoxification as well, just kind of cleaning things up. So as you know, day one and day two and day three, we've got these, they're liquid meal days. We're not eating any protein, it's just liquid meals. And this really just helps give our digestion a little bit of a break so that way when we eat those foods, we can absorb those nutrients really well. When we eat meat, it's just a little bit harder to digest. So we're just, again, giving our digestion a little bit of a break. Now, if you are worried that we're not getting protein, we are getting protein still. There's protein in lots of the foods that we're eating. There's protein in nuts and seeds. So if you're adding any almond butters or nut butters, that kind of thing to your smoothies, you're going to get protein there. If you're adding collagen or protein powder, you're going to get um, some protein there as well. And also, like fruits and vegetables, all contain a little bit of protein, so we don't have to worry too much about not having those protein sources for the 3 days because we're still consuming protein. Um, I suggest on these first days to take some measurements so why are you doing the reset? What is your purpose behind doing the reset? Do you want to lose weight? Well, let's take your weight as a measurement. I also like to take a measurement around my belly button just because that's like a landmark. Your belly button doesn't really move, so it's easy to do that measurement at the beginning and at the end. Some people so you also want to take those measurement around your belly button, perhaps, a measurement around your hips at the widest part, a measurement around your thigh, maybe at the meatiest part at the top. And then also, if you want, you can take a measurement around your chest, kind of at the nipple line. That's a good spot as well. But I really like taking waist measurements, especially around the belly button. I find that is it's really good information. If we're losing uh, body fat and weight around our belly, that is fantastic because that's where we're storing our visceral fat, which isn't really healthy for us. So if we can lose weight around there, then that is the best. Um, the other thing you want to do in terms of taking measurements is also noticing your inflammation. So let's say you have acne. So how is your acne on a scale of 1 to 10? 1 being the best, 10 being the worst. So maybe you want to take a look at your skin in general, or do you have any rashes on your body, like eczema or psoriasis? Is that something you want to look at as well? Um, Joint pain, if you have any joint pain, again, measuring that on a scale of 1 to 10. You can look at your sleep. So, are you getting up in the night to go pee? Are you able to sleep through the night? So, paying attention to that, being mindful of that as we, embark on this 10-day journey. Is that going to be? Are you going to get better sleep? Um, Also looking at your energy. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how's your energy? Do you have like lots of energy and you wake up in the morning and you're ready to go? Or do you wake up in the morning and you're like, I need a coffee so bad? So just paying attention to that as well, your energy through the 10 days, and also paying attention to your digestion. So how well are you digesting food? How well do you digest the smoothies compared to actual food, um, like chewing of food? And just seeing if anything like that will clear up for you as well. So um, those are some things you want to notice. And the other thing is you may experience some detox symptoms. We're going to talk about detox tomorrow, but headache is usually the biggest one, fatigue. So don't be surprised if that starts to hit you later on today. Usually we say see it day 2 or day 3, but it can happen. It can happen today as well. Because if you are somebody that has sugar in your coffee and all of a sudden we're not having any sugar in our coffee, you could feel the effects of that happening today. So just be aware that's going to happen. But we're going to talk more about it tomorrow. The other thing I wanted to talk about was snacking with this program. So I'm not a big fan on having regular snacks. And you'll see with this meal plan, I recommend having a smoothie for breakfast and then having a smoothie for lunch and then having your afternoon snack, like a latte or a smoothie, and then soup or a smoothie for dinner. But I really want you to have 3 or 4 hours in between those meals if you choose to have a snack. If you're not having a snack, let's have breakfast, lunch, dinner, 5 hours in between the meals. And the reason is because I don't want you to spike your insulin. The more we eat, the more we put things in our mouth, the more our body signals us to produce insulin. And when we produce insulin, this is where we get all of these sugar cravings coming up or urges for binging, which also later on can lead to other metabolic diseases, things like heart disease, high cholesterol, high triglycerides, diabetes. So the less that we can tell our body to produce insulin, the better. Now, that doesn't mean I want you to fast. We still need to eat. And if we are fasting too long, we are not supporting our thyroid, which is kind of our metabolism organ. So we need to make sure that our thyroid isn't under any stress. So we need to have our 3 meals a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. At least, and then we can have 3 to 5 hours of fasting in between those meals, which is going to be really beneficial for balancing our hormones. We balance insulin, we balance blood sugar, it's like a cascade, and we balance all of our other hormones. So that's really important to pay attention to as well. Water is great to have. You can have herbal teas. Some people like to drink coffee, and that's fine. You have to pay attention yourself and see what those triggers are for you. Some people are going to be triggered with herbal tea. Some people are going to be triggered with coffee. If you feel you have coffee, you need to keep having it and having it and having it. That's kind of a sign that the coffee may have triggered your blood sugar. And the same with the herbal tea. You have some herbal tea and you want to have more and more and more. It could be a sign that the tea has triggered your blood sugar. So just pay attention to that. So with this program, you're going to get hungry. We have a little bit of a calorie deficit the first 3 days for sure. You're going to get hungry, and allow that hunger to come in. And I want you to just feel what that hunger feels like. Sometimes we don't let our bodies get hungry. So just allow that hunger to come in. What does that feel like? You're probably getting hunger pains, right? Hunger pains. It's not unbearable. Shouldn't be unbearable. Just be like, oh, my stomach's empty and it's growling a little bit because it wants some food. Don't feel like you are like you're starving, because as long as you can grab some fat on your body, you have energy. This is energy. So I want your body to tap into those fat stores for energy. And this is going to be a process that we're going to go through throughout the week. And we're going to help our body do that by limiting the amount of times that we're eating in a day. 3 to 4 times a day, that's it. Fasting at night, you want to do those 12 hours. So make sure you have a 12-hour window where you're not eating anything. And if you can, don't eat anything 3 hours before bedtime. All right. So lots of rules in there, but I know you can do it. If you've done this before, this isn't your first rodeo, you're going to just sail through and be fine. If it is your first time, please just do what you can. Do what you can. Like I said, we do this 4 times a year. So do your best. And then every time you do it, it's going to get better and better and easier and easier. All right. Everybody have a great day. Take care. Bye.